This week, SteamOS Hollow now represents a quarter of all Linux installs on the Steam hardware survey. Plus, there was a new stable client update, and what the heck is going on with JSAUX? We'll talk about all of that and more in today's video. That's right, it's Steam Deck news time. Okay, the first story that I've got to talk about is near and dear to my heart: the continued growth of Linux market share on the Steam hardware survey. Now, if you've been following this channel for a long time, you'll know that I have been a Linux gaming enthusiast for a very long time, and I remember back in the days when Linux market share made up like less than 0.6% of overall Steam users. So it's kind of remarkable to see that the Linux market share growth continues at a pretty steady clip. In fact, Linux market share grew last month by 0.16% overall, which by my back of the napkin calculations could roughly equate to some 190,000 users. Overall, Linux market share now sits at 1.44% of total Steam users. Again, that's roughly 2 million people. Now, I'm calculating these numbers by looking at the reported overall number of Steam accounts, which is 120 million, give or take, and calculating the percentage from that. Now, if we drill down into the numbers, SteamOS Hollow accounts for over a quarter of all Steam for Linux installs, and that's up by 0.79%. And if we compare SteamOS Hollow installs to the Steam Deck's GPU, well, the Steam Deck's GPU now represents 25.77% of all hardware on the Steam Linux survey. And that number grew by 0.76% in November. So there is still a not insignificant number of people adopting the community-made SteamOS Hollow ISOs on their own hardware, and I think that's just nifty. I would really love to know what you guys think about this. How is SteamOS affecting the Linux gaming scene? Leave me a comment and let me know. I would love to hear from you. Next up, we've got an insider tip here from one of the main guys behind Steam Deck, Pierre Liu. He said, quote, "Deck tip. If your deck is charging and you have auto sleep enabled, it'll wait until game downloads are finished before going to sleep." Now, I had kind of noticed this, but it had never consciously registered for me, and it is a really nice feature. Although I will say that one of the things I would really like to see is something like a hybrid mode where games can download while the deck is asleep, or at least the screen is off completely. It's probably possible, and I would love to see that here. Now, before we move on, I've got to ask you a question. Are you enjoying this video? Do you enjoy these weekly deep dives into the Steam Deck news? Why not like that smash button and smash that subscribe button to stay up to date with all the cool stuff that we're doing here on the channel? We're nearly at 100,000 subscribers, and when we get there, I'm going to be giving away a Steam Deck. So make sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss that. And thanks. So, Valve and their partner Komodo have been working on delivering the Steam Deck to select Asian markets, and it looks like they're about to get it done. Quote, "We're happy to announce that Steam Deck will start shipping in Japan, South Korea, Hong Kong, and Taiwan on December 17th via Komodo, our official Steam Deck distributor in these regions. Customers in these regions can reserve the Steam Deck here, steamdeck.komodo.jp. Not only that, but Komodo is now taking orders for the official dock as well. Now, something tells me that when the Steam Deck is delivered to these folks, the Steam hardware survey is going to jump significantly, and I can't wait to see what those numbers are. Next up, the Game Awards. Now, did you hear about this? Because Valve is going to be giving away one Steam Deck every minute while the Game Awards are live. Quote, "In celebration of the Game Awards, Steam Deck now being in stock and gaming in general, we'll be giving away one 512GB Steam Deck every minute during the live airing of the Game Awards. Enter below for your chance to win." And it's not just any Steam Deck, but it's the 512GB Steam Deck, as they said. And according to the rules, the Game Awards will run for approximately 2.5 hours, which means Valve plans on giving away 150 Steam Decks. Them's not bad odds, as they say. I signed up for it, and so did Emily, and several of my other friends haven't. I was wondering what Valve was going to be doing for the Game Awards, and this is pretty cool. But part of me thinks that we're going to be seeing an official announcement of Neon Prime at the Game Awards as well. Neon is a noble gas that is capable of having radioactive isotopes, and 3 is a prime number. Therefore, Neon Prime has to equal Half-Life 3. I don't know. What do you think about this giveaway? What do you think Neon Prime is? Leave me a comment and let me know. I would love to hear from you. Okay, did you hear about this? JSAUX might be leaking or selling personal information. Let's talk about it. While I really like most of the products that I've tried from them, I can't stand for what is allegedly going on here. Now, Gaming on Linux has reported that several folks who've purchased a JSAUX product directly through their website, many of whom used unique email addresses by the way, have started receiving unsolicited spam using their full name. For what it's worth, JSAUX have claimed that they're not selling customer data. However, Liam from Gaming on Linux points to their privacy policy, which states, "We share information about your use of the site, your purchases, and your interactions with our ads on other websites with our advertising partners. We collect and share some of this information directly with our advertising partners, and in some cases through the use of cookies and other similar technologies, which you may consent to depending on your location." So they claim that they don't, but they have language in their privacy policy which says that they unequivocally do. The fact is, JSAUX could be telling the truth here though. They may not have directly sold users' email addresses and personal information. It could be that the surveillance tech they're using on their website is exfiltrating data submitted to JSAUX. But no matter what happens, ultimately JSAUX is responsible for making this right. JSAUX needs to amend their policy now if they want to retain any level of credibility and remove third-party advertising libraries from their website. The thing is, I have a good relationship with JSAUX and their team, and I like their products, but this is a big issue and they need to take action to make things right here, even if it's only a handful of folks who've been affected by this. But what do you think? Leave me a comment and let me know. Have you received unsolicited marketing emails to the email address that you used buying a JSAUX product? Leave me a comment and let me know. I would love to hear from you. As is tradition around here, we like to end these videos with software updates for the Steam Deck. There haven't been too many, but we have had a stable client update as well as a new preview of SteamOS 3.4. So let's jump into it. First, SteamOS 3.4 preview has received a small update which adds support for the 8BitDo Ultimate Wireless Controller Dongle, rumble support for the built-in HID Steam controller driver, and a fix for the Hori Fighting Stick Alpha. And that's it. That's the whole update for SteamOS 3.4 preview. And the latest stable Steam Deck client update hit as well last week. This features a ton of fixes, and I won't go over all of them here, but a few fixes include a fix for the lock screen pin reset process, the on-screen keyboard not displaying when an app or Proton invokes it, fixes for the L3 and R3 buttons not working properly on some third-party PS3 controllers, and fixes for the overlay causing crashes on some native games, including Borderlands 2. So that's it for Steam Deck news this week. I would love to know what you think. Leave me a comment and let me know. I want to give a special shout out to my friends over on Patreon and my YouTube members. It's because of these fine folks that I've been able to continue to grow the show into what it is today. So thank you. If you believe in the work that I'm doing and want to help this show grow, make sure that you use the links below to become a patron or a YouTube member. It's all greatly appreciated. That's going to do it for now though. Thank you for watching. I hope you all have a blessed day, and I'll see you next time.